a lot of car guys think the same way. Like, you see a GTR or a Supra, you're like, oh, check that out, that's sick. But like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, it's kind of, like, oh yeah, there's a Ferrari, cool. And I think that's because all you have to have is money, and everyone thinks you're cool. But the lower tier cars, like, every man can get them. If you find a deal, you can find a nice clean 240SX. You can find a nice clean RX-7 maybe. If you just happen to stumble across a deal and you're in the right place at the right time with the right amount of money, it's possible for a normal person to drive any of these fucking Halo cars, these lower end dream cars.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the allure is. It's attainable.
Yeah. I find this kind of stuff way more interesting than like, you ever watch like Supercar YouTube, like Shmee and shit like that, or Street Speed 717, or
No, I'm straight, dude.
Tony Montana, we kill kids. If he did, he'd still be alive. Al Pacino f***ed up twice.
All right, we got a 2004 Scion Ion Redline. I said Scion Ion. We have a 2004 Saturn Ion Redline supercharged, $5,100, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 145K. Manual transmission, new tires, new inspection, stainless exhaust, sleeper car, lots of work done, dependable ride, may trade for truck. I like these.
I like them too, and they're not even the best looking cars.
No.
But I don't mind it, like.
It's just a car.
And I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's very unassuming. Like, this is a good sleeper car.
Yeah. And you're not going to beat anything anymore because we live in current year and everything makes 400 plus horsepower now.
Yeah.
But you'd have a lot of fun in it. I drove one of these cross country one time and it was a blast. Took this thing to the PCH, drove it down the PCH from San Francisco to LA, drove all the way back across the country, burned off half of the front tires on the trip. Like, that was a fun car. I would love to own a Scion Ion or a Saturn Ion Redline. It's hard to say
Scion
Saturn.
Ion.
I keep saying just the other dead brand instead of Saturn. But it's a good car, man. It makes like over 200 horsepower. It's supercharged, 2-liter, 4-cylinder, front-wheel drive, but whatever. $5,100. I don't know how much better you can really do for $5,100.
We talked about it in the Discord the other day. It's like basically $5,000 is almost the floor now.
Yeah.
To buy a box running car.
Yeah, you're gonna need like at least $5,000. And that Mark Roden video where he was talking about the fastest cars that you could buy for under $5,000, which of course was just a list of bullshit.
Yeah, he's a idiot.
Damn, dude, going after him like that?
Roblox players eat that up.
They love it.
Yum, 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 yum. Oh, give me a list. Yum, 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 yum.
But, I mean, this is literally one of the cars that he mentioned. He said the Cobalt SS, this is the same thing, for $5,100. And that's his asking price. You could actually get this for under $5,000. This lends credibility to Mark Roden's list. Here it is.
It's probably one of the only cars, though.
Yeah.
The Saturn Ion Quad Coupe Redline should have never been made.
Here's an 84 Datsun Nissan
Oof.
200SX S12 Turbo for $15,500 10 weeks ago.
Jesus.
All original, complete, never painted, dash perfect, no holes or tears in upholstery, sunroof liner perfect with factory bag for it, and more. If you are seriously looking for one of the cleanest, most complete original S12s, this is it.
I don't doubt it.
That's-
I don't doubt that that's the cleanest S12 in the States.
I would 100% believe that this is the cleanest S12 200SX Turbo on Earth. Look how clean it is.
Oh, why? Okay, first off, why is the steering wheel upside down? And what are the miles? That's,
Yeah, I'd like to know the mileage. He doesn't mention it.
God bless, though. It's clean.
The interior on these cars is really cool. It's excessively JDM, and it's amazing that it made it to the States with that pattern on it.
But when push comes to shove,
Ain't no fucking way.
yeah, you're not spending $15,000 on an S12. I'm sorry. I get it. It looks cool. Yes, fine. But there's cars that look cooler and retain their value a whole lot better.
These haven't gone up, and they probably never will.
They probably never will. If they haven't gone up at this point, they're not gonna.
The first generation Mustang Coupe, like a 65, 66, a nice one's worth into the teens. But they're not going up the way other 60s muscle cars and pony cars did. And, it's been 60 years at this point, and it's never going to happen. They're always going to be relatively cheap. There are just certain cars that never really appreciate in value, and the S12 has to be one of those cars.
The thing about the Mustangs is the first gens, they've ridden on the coattails of like their badass big brothers.
Yeah.
But a 6-cylinder coupe
Yeah.
automatic is not,
That's a $9,000 car.
Yeah, people see it and they think, oh, but yeah, it's not worth a whole lot, and really only recently have those kind of started becoming worth more money. But I think an even better comparison would be the Ford Falcon,
Yeah.
which is basically a fucking Mustang.
Yeah.
And who gives a flying fuck about those cars? It's a sideline car. Its only chance is riding on the coattails of like the big names.
Yeah. More modern would be like, have you seen people trying to kind of make the last gen Thunderbird, like the retro one, into a collector car?
Yeah, they're trying to make it happen, but it's not gonna.
Like
It's
people driving them around like they're classics now.
it's just a weird, goofy car that they could have done something with, but they didn't. You know.
Link 12 posts a picture of an S12 and says talk shit. And he says it's an automatic V6.
Oh, this is what's his name's S12, huh?
Yeah, it's Link's. Overall,
It's
looking good.
Yeah, the car looks fine. You're going in a little bit too hard, you know, on the like, oh, hey, this is actually a good car thing. The wheels are cool as f. I like the wheels. I would throttle back on the stickers and throttle back on like the JDM accessories and stuff like that, because it's like, let the car speak for itself. You know, you don't have to force it. I get it. You like the car and that's fine, but you don't have to convince people that you like it. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, he's got the fucking cringe handle. I love those wheels or hubcaps. I don't know what they are, but I love them. Peaker's got to go. I like Peakers. I like anime too, but
It's really clean.
you can take steps to make it cleaner.
You know,
Like it doesn't have to. I know I'm gonna get heat for this, but it's like a middle school girl that's like pretty but she feels like she has to wear makeup. Like just be a little girl and be pretty, you know? Like the guys are gonna like you. You don't have to wear makeup.
I like the vent windows on the S12 a lot. It'd be cool if the S13 could somehow
they pop out. Yeah, they're like camera windows for the back.
Yeah, like if the S13 Coupe could have something like that, that would have been sick. This is a really clean car, actually. Like, I mean, we just said that other one might be the cleanest in the United States. I mean, maybe this one is. I don't know.
No,
Take all this shit off
The other
of
one's
it.
way cleaner. The other one's way cleaner.
What would you give the paint on this one out of 1 to 10?
You have to see it in person.
Oh, it's been resprayed, he says. It's clean, dude. What's it going to cost you to manual swap it?
Is it automatic?
Yeah, he says it's automatic.
Oh,
I have the whole manual swap already. And it's a hatch. And it's a V6.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Well, good luck, man.
Trying to talk some shit?
Discord.gg/feed.
Let's talk some shit, bitch.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
What's SPG mean?
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Saab parental guidance.
It might be like the body kit or something on these. I know I've heard it before. This is a 900, but he calls it an 88 Saab SPG Turbo 5-speed manual for sale.
For a 3900, if it was like a runner, that'd be cool. But the fucking wheel chalk in the front doesn't really give me a warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
And like Saab is defunct now, you know, so.
Here's one, a 90 that sold for 33 grand, 94,000 miles. I
It
don't know.
looked like a flat brim cap.
It is one of the weirdest looking cars. Kind of dig it. I just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, for me to buy it, it would have to be super cheap.
Yeah. And $3,900 does seem super cheap. Our format used to be that we would all just bring cars that we wanted to look at, and it never had, there was no theme. Like it was just.
There was no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, it was just, here's a car I saw. Let's check that out. We should probably start doing some like that and just try to find like actual good deals. Like I kind of feel like this might be a good flip.
A decent buy, but not even to flip. Just a cool car that's not a lot of money that you can drive and be proud of. You know, like a unique car, a cool car.
Yeah, I think this could be that for $3,900.
Because that I think that's what a lot of car guys like and they gravitate to, and I think that's why, dude, that fucking oil cap is sick.
Yeah, everything's labeled in here like turbo intercooler and
bucket. So like a lot of car guys kind of think the same way, I believe. Oh yeah, and the fucking look, the belt is towards the firewall.
oh god. Oh, well the hood flips the other way, but
still,
yeah, that's bizarre.
yeah, look at the way the exhaust manifold's going. A lot of car guys think the same way. Like you see a GTR or a Supra, you know, you're like, oh, check that out, that's sick. But like a Ferrari or Lamborghini, it's kind of you know, like, oh yeah, you know, there's a Ferrari, cool.
Mm.
And I think that's because all you have to have is money. You know, you have money, you can get a Ferrari or Lamborghini, and you know, and you have a cool car, a neat car, and everyone thinks you're cool. But the lower tier cars, like every man can get them. You know, if you find a deal, you can find a nice clean 240SX. You can find a nice clean RX-7 maybe. If you just happen to stumble across a deal and you're in the right place at the right time with the right amount of money, it's possible for a normal person to drive any of these fucking Halo cars. These lower end dream cars.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the allure is. It's attainable.
Yeah. I find this kind of stuff way more interesting than like, you ever watch like supercar YouTube, like Shmee and shit like that, or Street Speed 717, or
No, I'm dude.
I'd rather watch somebody
just-
just
it's-
look at pictures of a Craigslist Saab 900.
Yeah, because I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Do you live in a society but belong in a society? Do you play bass guitar but wish you were blasting trumpets? Fear not, rude boy. A benevolent God has created Collector Car Feed, bestowed onto you. At CollectorCarFeed.com, when you search for Facebook Marketplace 350Zs, you get a list of Facebook Marketplace 350Zs. No Altimas, no V6 Mustangs, no Kia Souls. Just exactly the fucking car you fucking wanted to see every fucking time.
Thanks to Collector Car Feed, I got my very own 350Z without all the headache of using Facebook Marketplace. I'm blasting trumpets, throwing that shit sideways, getting doors, and deaf as fuck. The ladies love it too. I'm plowing more beaver than a reckless riverboat captain. Thanks, Collector Car Feed.
CollectorCarFeed.com. Lock up your daughters, or they're coming home pregnant.
There's a 1948 Packard for $8,500. I believe this is the last car of the evening. It is all original, runs, drives, and stops, all tested at the shop. The paint's original, but it needs paint job to be a show car. No rust though, no dents or damage. It has new upholstery some 10 years ago. The chrome could be replated. It needs new tires in order to be roadworthy. This is not a show car by any means, but could be made into a daily driver. The original straight 8 motor runs and sounds okay, but smokes. This is a solid car all around and could be upgraded to a V8 with an automatic transmission. Note to who cares? It's a Packard. It's a 48 Packard for $8,500. What do you think?
It's a 4-door Packard with a straight 8. Not a desirable car by any stretch of the imagination. Interior's pretty nice.
Yeah, you say it got replaced. It looks good.
You'd have to want it, and I don't want it.
Who wants this that doesn't have like nostalgia for the old times, like
And that's the thing. The people that do want them are dying every day.
yeah. Like this would have to be like, yeah, my dad used to have a Packard, so that's why I want a Packard. Like there's no fucking reason
Yeah,
that a
because
normal person would
because
look at this and
you
go,
rode in
yes.
the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to have some nostalgia for it. Like who gets hyped up on this? The windshield's kind of cool, the split windshield,
Yeah.
but that's all I got. This is one fugly car from the right side.
It's a Cope Mercury.
I think I'm pretty much done here.
Yeah.
You feeling it?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go over to Discord. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Appreciate you, and good evening.